Hello, my dear students. Hope you all are fine. In the first chapter, Life Processes, we studied one life process in our body, that is nutrition. Now, we have to start our second life process, that is respiration.
Hi dear my children. In the previous topic, we studied about nutrition. Can you say what is nutrition? Nutrition is the process of taking in food into the body. The process of taking in food into the body. This food produce energy in the body. Producing energy from the food with the presence of oxygen. That process is respiration. Respiration. Today we have to study about respiration. So what is respiration? Respiration is the production of energy from food item with the presence of oxygen. This process takes place in cells. So this process is called cellular respiration. Cellular respiration. So what is cellular respiration? The formation of energy from food items with the presence of oxygen which takes place in cells is called cellular respiration. So, in living organisms body we can see cellular respiration. What's the use of cellular respiration? To produce energy. The use of cellular respiration is production of energy in the body. All living organisms perform this process, but this process varies in different organisms. Different organisms perform different types of respiration. In different organisms, we can see different types of respiration. In some organisms, we can see aerobic respiration. See, aerobic respiration. In some other organisms, we can see anaerobic respiration. It means respiration is of two types. One is aerobic respiration and the other one is anaerobic respiration. You see, in aerobic respiration, the living organisms use oxygen, producing energy with the help of oxygen is called aerobic respiration. The presence of air, it means in the presence of oxygen. Producing energy with the presence of oxygen is called aerobic respiration. So, in some living organisms body we can see aerobic respiration, whereas in some other living organisms body we can see anaerobic respiration. Anaerobic respiration. For anaerobic respiration, they are not using oxygen. Oxygen no need. In the absence of oxygen, energy can be produced. Living organisms produce energy in the absence of oxygen. That process is called anaerobic respiration. We can say respiration is of two types, aerobic and anaerobic respiration. In aerobic respiration, oxygen can be utilized, whereas in anaerobic respiration, there is no involvement of oxygen. In both process, there will be the formation of energy. So today, we have to study more about this process, okay? Now, you understood there are two types of respiration, aerobic and anaerobic. Now you have to study what's the difference between these two types of respiration. In both types of respiration, the first step is the breakdown of glucose into pyruvate. It means glucose will be converted into pyruvate. The first step in both respiration, both aerobic and anaerobic respiration, the first step is the conversion of glucose into pyruvate. This process takes place in cytoplasm. Can you say where is cytoplasm? Cytoplasm is present in cell. In the cytoplasm, glucose will be changed into pyruvate. Glucose, that is the food item. And you know glucose is a 6-carbon molecule. Already we studied glucose is a 6-carbon molecule, C6H12O6. That's the formula of glucose. C6H12O6. It is a 6-carbon molecule. So what will happen? In cytoplasm, the glucose will be converted into pyruvate. Pyruvate is a 3-carbon molecule. 3-carbon molecule. Formula C3. C3H4O6. C3H4O6. So, 6-carbon molecule of glucose converts into 3-carbon molecule of pyruvate in cytoplasm. That is the first step in the formation of energy. And this first step takes place in cytoplasm. In both aerobic and anaerobic respiration, this first step takes place in cytoplasm. Okay. Then, after the production of pyruvate, there comes the difference. We studied two types of respiration, aerobic and anaerobic. Then, in aerobic respiration, the process takes place with the presence of oxygen. In anaerobic respiration, the process takes place without the involvement of oxygen. You see here, no oxygen. Here also, no oxygen. So, what will happen? The pyruvate will be converted into carbon dioxide, water and energy with the presence of oxygen. This is the next step. Pyruvate can be converted into carbon dioxide, water and energy with the presence of oxygen. Where can we see this process? This process takes place in mitochondria. Mitochondria is a cell organelle. You studied in 9th standard. It's a cell organelle, mitochondria. In mitochondria, the 3-carbon molecules of pyruvate will be converted to carbon dioxide, water and energy. Okay. Then, in yeast cells, already you studied about yeast cells. In yeast cell, fermentation process will happen. Fermentation. Yeast cells undergo fermentation process. So, during that time, without the presence of oxygen, the pyruvate can be converted to ethanol, carbon dioxide and energy. In yeast cells, in the absence of oxygen, pyruvate will be converted to ethanol, carbon dioxide and energy. Already we studied in different organisms, the respiration takes place in different ways. You see, in human beings, in mitochondria, with the presence of oxygen, pyruvate converts to energy. In yeast cells, pyruvate converts into ethanol, carbon dioxide and energy without the involvement of oxygen. Okay, two types of respiration. This is aerobic respiration and this is anaerobic respiration. Then, now you can see here another one equation also. This process also takes place in our body. Sometimes our muscle cells respire in the absence of oxygen. Our muscle cells, when our body needs more energy, at the time of doing heavy exercise, while running or doing heavy work, we need more quantity of energy. So, that time in our body, both aerobic and anaerobic respiration takes place. That anaerobic respiration takes place in our muscle cells. Muscle cells undergo anaerobic respiration. It means without the involvement of oxygen. That time, pyruvate will be converted into lactic acid and producing energy. Producing lactic acid and energy. Okay. So, in our body, we can see two types of respiration. But the common respiration is aerobic. Aerobic, the production of energy with the presence of carbon dioxide and water which takes place in mitochondria. That is the common respiration, whereas our muscle cells can respire anaerobically also and can produce energy in emergency cases. Yes? Whereas in yeast cells, without the involvement of oxygen, producing energy at the same time ethanol and carbon dioxide. So you see here, in the first step, glucose will be converted into pyruvate. In the second step, pyruvate produce energy. Along with energy, some other products also produce. In human body, in mitochondria, if it happens, produces carbon dioxide, water and energy. In human body, In muscle cells, if it happens, produces lactic acid and energy, and the process is without oxygen. Then in yeast-like organisms, the time of fermentation, during fermentation, produces energy, carbon dioxide and ethanol. Anyhow, in all these processes, energy can be produced. You see, there will be the production of energy. In our body, see, during aerobic respiration and during anaerobic respiration also energy produces. But during aerobic respiration, more quantity energy is produced. Whereas during anaerobic respiration, only less quantity of energy only produced. I said that this process happens only in the case of emergency situation. Okay, whenever our body needs extra energy. In both cases, energy will be produced, but here there will be the production of more energy. This energy, this produced energy is storing in our body in a particular type of molecule called ATP molecule. ATP molecule. ATP means adenosine triphosphate. Adenosine triphosphate. ATP molecule. So ATP molecule is the storehouse of energy. Storing energy. We can say it is energy currency. Energy currency. Storing energy. ATP is the energy currency. Okay, so the produced energy will be stored in ATP molecules. So in different organisms, the respiration takes place in different ways. You see here, breakdown of glucose by various pathways. Glucose will be converted into energy through various pathways. In different organisms, through various pathways. Yes? Okay.
ATP is the energy currency for most cellular processes. The energy released during the process of respiration is used to make an ATP molecule from ADP and inorganic phosphate. It means ATP molecule is formed from ADP and the rate of breathing in aquatic organisms is much faster than that seen in terrestrial organisms because the amount of dissolved oxygen is fairly low compared to the amount of oxygen in the air.